Good morning and once again welcome back to your science class. Today we'll start with a new chapter, that is light. You all know, children, that light plays a very important role in our life. It produces the sensation of sight, and it is because of the light that we can see all the things around us. Sun is a natural source of light and we cannot see an object in the dark. Why? Because it means that eyes alone cannot see any object. It is only when the light from any object enters our eyes we can see objects. Okay, children? That is, whenever light falls on any object, what will happen? It falls on that objects and then it reflects back to our eyes, and that is how we can see the objects. The bodies which emit light are called luminous bodies. This you have already studied in your previous classes, like the sun, the stars, candles, bulbs, tube lights. They all emit their own light. So that is why they are called as luminous bodies. Whereas non-luminous bodies are the bodies which do not emit light. Like tables, chairs, earth, moon, they all are non-luminous bodies. Now, luminous bodies can be natural or man-made, like the sun, star, firefly. They are all natural luminous bodies. Okay, they occur in the nature. Whereas a glowing electric lamp, a burning candle, or a tube light, they are man-made luminous bodies, man-made or artificial. Now, here one activity is given. You have to make a point source of light. For that, what you have to do? You have to take a bulb or an electric lamp. You have to cover it with a thick black paper or a thick black cloth. Okay? And you have to make a small hole on this black paper or cloth with the help of a small pin. And then you switch on the bulb. What will you see, children? You will see that a very small amount of light will come out through this small hole, and this is called as the point source of light. Point source of light means, because it is coming from a very short point, we had made the hole with the pin. Okay, so it is a point source of light. Then there are many forms of energy. One of the many forms of energy is light. You have studied that light is a source of energy. Sound is also a source of energy. Okay, and light has the property to travel in a straight line called as the rays. Okay, that means when the light travels in a straight line, this is a ray. Okay, when two or more rays go parallel. Now here is one ray, then second ray, third ray. So when there are two or more rays which travel parallel to each other, we say that this is a beam of light. Okay. So a ray of light means, what is a ray? A ray means when there is a single. Okay. That is the property of light to travel in straight line. That is called as rays, and when two or more rays go parallel to each other, it is called a beam of light. And children, the study of light is called as optics. So optics is derived from which concept? It is derived from the concept that, first of all, light travels in a straight line, or what do we call it? It is called as rectilinear propagation of light. Then the second is loss of reflection, and the third is loss of refraction. So we will study about all these 3 points in detail in this chapter only. Now the first one is, you have studied that light travels in a straight line, or that is rectilinear propagation of light. You all must have observed sunlight coming through a gap in the clouds, or a beam of sunlight entering a dark room through a small hole. You all must have seen that. So when you look at that, you must have seen that light always travels in a straight line. We can verify this very easily by doing an activity. You have already done this in class 6. What you have to do? You have taken a candle, okay, and then you have taken a piece of rubber tube. You have fixed the candle on a table, and then what you have done, you will look through this narrow rubber tube at the flame. Okay, now what will you see? You will be able to see this flame very easily. In the second step, what you have to do, you have to coil the rubber tube. Coil kar lo, mod lo usko. And then you look at the light coming from the flame. Will you be able to see the flame, children? No, you will not be able to see the flame. What is the reason? The reason is that light always travels in a straight line. Another activity here to prove that it is light travels in a straight line. See, here also you have taken rectangular sheets and you have put one after the another, and you have made a small hole, okay, through all these sheets, and you have arranged them vertically. Again the same thing, you have lighted a candle and you have to see the flame at the same height. Okay, now when you look at this, what will you see? You will see that you will be able to see the candle flame all through these three cardboards. And if we displace the cardboard sheets, यानी इसको इधर उधर कर दो, you will not be able to see the flame. Okay, so again this proves that light travels in a straight line. Now we come to reflection. Now what is reflection? Whenever light moving from a medium comes back into the same medium on hitting a surface, we say that reflection takes place. Okay, like see, you have got a medium here, say a table or anything. Now what happens is, when light moving from one medium, for example, if light is traveling, the light from a bulb, okay, it has traveled from one medium. What is the medium here? Through air. Now if the light moving from a medium comes and hits on a surface, okay, after hitting on a surface, what happens is it again comes back to the same medium. This is called as reflection. Okay, when light moving from a medium comes back into the same medium after hitting a surface, एक surface को hit करने के बाद. Now different medium reflects different amount of light depending on its nature. Okay, nature of the material on which the light is falling. जिस material के ऊपर ये light fall करता है, it depends on that. Now what are these three different types of body? One is the opaque body. Opaque body में क्या होता है? It will absorb some of the light falling on it and reflects the remaining. Okay. Transparent body में क्या है? A body which permits maximum amount of light to pass through it. In a transparent object, maximum amount of light will pass through it, and a very little reflection is very little because it is transparent. And what about translucent body? A body which partially allows the light to penetrate it, partially, and it reflects the remaining. Okay, that is called as a translucent body. So these are the different types of bodies through which reflection takes place. The rest we will study in the next video. Thank you and have a wonderful day, children.